animal kingdom is brutal. Freight elevators fight back. In the wild, this mild beast must fight for every crate it carries. Every haul is a test of strength, of survival, quantum jumps, and lots of screenshots. This is Argo Raft, The Hunt, / The Haul. We haven't decided a name yet. Also, it's a documentary. An eternal sun shines over the Stanton system. Space is limitless. Distances are large. And the lawful system of Stanton is the breeding ground for cargo ships. Painted in industrial orange with the subtle elegance of a lunchbox bolted to a forklift, the Argo Raft is a beast of burden. Rafts spend 3/4 of their life cargo hauling. They can even sleep while hauling cargo. Commonly a solitary hauler, they are simple, rugged, and unyielding. But survival in the unforgiving world of resource drive is no easy task. Here, only the cunning and those in low-pop servers survive. Danger lurks at every quantum jump. Interjecting pirates are a constant threat. Rafts have learned how to survive the perils of pirates, but every now and then a young raft gets pinged by the hunters. This youngling has lost its way from the outpost, and while searching for quantum marker, it catches the attention of a preying corsair. With only 2 size 1 guns, battling and winning in this situation is impossible for the raft. To avoid certain death, the young raft flies low, trying to stay away from the corsair's radar. It cleverly hides in the shadows. But the corsair has sensed its presence and fancies a chance for an easy meal. It slowly approaches the low hills in SAM mode with its guns at the ready. When confronted by impossible odds, Raft has evolved subtle tactics. When everything else fails, Raft uses its final defense and the wisdom of ancient haulers. It plays dead. Seeing nothing to loot, the hunter loses interest and leaves the raft alone, thinking it dead. The young raft endures to live another day of hauling. This is the dance of survival. Further threats come not with weapons, but with scale. Massive cargo leviathans like the C2 can dwarf the raft's entire day's work in a single run. In the cargo ecosystem, size often dictates dominance. Unlike its more flamboyant cousins, the trotting Taurus and the flying Caterpillar, the raft doesn't boast of speed or agility. No, its strength lies in something far more ancient: reverse cargo grid and a perfectly positioned tractor beam. In the recent times, Raft has also developed a symbiotic relationship with the Atlas. The Atlas silently lives on the raft's cargo grid and in return loads up the cargo for the raft with blistering speed. Their matching color is a testament of how in cargo hauling it's not the size but the mutual benefit that matters. At the dawn of the resource drive hauling season, rafts from different parts of Stanton pile into the selective outposts for corundum, tungsten, and copper. The commodities are abundant, but the freight elevators have been picky in nature. Only 3 rafts can receive their deliveries at one time. This causes dominance of the raft tribes and stipulates hauling in packs. At the moon of Calliope, a myriad collection of rafts have overtaken the outpost. While there is safety in numbers, it also gives the younger rafts of the tribe to be playful and have some good time with their cousins. The elders of the tribe are wiser and are aware of the dangers. Bigger numbers also mean the hunting ground for larger predators. Being gentle by nature, rafts are not known for aggressive behavior. However, the tribes protect their own if an outsider approaches the outpost. Bigger and meaner ships circle around the outpost, waiting to dive in and grab a freight elevator. But with so many rafts together, who will dare to pounce? A C2 Hercules braves and tries to get closer to a pad. Rafts are quick to respond and close the space before the heavy C2 can even have a sniff of the landing pad. That was a quick response, and even the C2 is surprised at the agility of the mild demeanor rafts. Rafts flare their engines and make it clear that today they mean business and this outpost belongs to them. The rafts are jovial at this small victory. After all, it's not every day that these flying bricks get to have an upper hand. While the young ones are jubilant, the elders are absorbed in conversation. This is the time for them to talk about their favored freight lanes, new components, and if they might get another sibling by Argo soon. Hauling continues in harmony. Most of the times, rafts can haul side by side as long as no one upsets the hierarchy. A gatecrasher has its sights on the only working freight elevator. And for the Alpha Raft, that's grounds for a fight. In the sparse orbit above Calliope, where dust clouds drift like ancient ghosts, we witness a rare and dramatic event, a territorial challenge. We will return after this short message. What's in your blood?
Watch the next video ad-free thanks to our sponsor Screws. Conditions don't apply on YouTube ads.
I walk in the meadow. I breathe it in. This world has given a lot to us. Time to give back to this world. But some just never give back. For those, the solution. Stop littering, or someone, somewhere, somehow will get littered.
Issued in public interest by Macrotech.
We now return to Argo Raft, the hunt. The Alpha Raft, a dominant male of the trade lanes, has held this outpost for several days, piling up multiple tier rewards. But today, this wise old grunt is being challenged by a younger raft. Wearing the flashy new skin, this youngling is strong, energetic, and hungry for glory. The youngling's posture is unmistakable, landing gear down, thrusters pulsing with latent energy. It poses the challenge. The Alpha Raft responds in kind. Cargo clamps lock tight, engines flare. This will not be a haul. This will be a duel. The landing pad becomes the battlefield. Other rafts retreat to let the challengers battle it out. High above, vultures begin to circle, waiting with cold patience, eager to pick clean the wreckage when one goes down. They face each other, cockpit to cockpit, hull to hull. Engines growling at low idle, they measure each other up. And then, in fraction of a moment, they clash their buffer stops. This is the most primal of contests in raft culture, the push. These reinforced docking prongs, designed for secure cargo transfers, now serve a far more primal function, a mechanical clash for dominance. They retract. The Alpha Raft feels rattled. Has he misjudged this young challenger? Time for a reassessment. With a top speed of 145 meters per second and a mass of over 100,000 kilograms when unloaded, the force behind each push is immense. The objective is simple: outpush, outthrust, and force the opponent into submission. The young raft is indeed powerful. The Alpha Raft resists, but age has dulled its forward thrust. Engines grind, retro thrusters flare, but it is not enough. One sudden surge and he's forced off the pad. This is a huge upset and the Alpha Raft tumbles and lands hard on the rocky terrain below. The young one descends in pursuit, eager to finish the fight. Alpha Raft regains footing, slowly, but now the terrain has changed. The lock buffer stops again, but this is not a landing pad, this is rugged ground, uneven, unpredictable, the natural habitat of the old. The Alpha Raft steadies itself on the jagged surface, using rock and ridgeline for traction. The young raft is finding it hard to grip the surface as it rushed into the push. Its sleek frame slips on the loose stone, its balance falters. The Alpha Raft pivots a masterstroke, and with a forceful broadside slams the youth into low-gravity atmosphere. For the younger raft, this was an amateur mistake. Its back thrusters fire wildly, but too late. This is the most embarrassing of defeats. Belly up, landing gear twitching like a turtle in zero-G. The duel is over. The Alpha Raft hovers victorious. In the wild freight lands of Stanton, youth are fast, but experience endures. Rafts have endured a lot. Their ancestors could only carry 96 SCU in 3 boxes of 32 each. Even the evolution into 192 SCUs was not without its broken and misaligned cargo grids. Once an ignored relic of the cargo ecosystem, the Argo Raft has found a new life with the arrival of the resource drive season. What was once overlooked is now a dominant force among the hauling species, perfectly adapted to the shifting tides of demand. The golden era of the raft has arrived. Somewhere in the digital heavens, its unseen dev gods must surely be smiling.